Oh, shoot. Of course, we're going to have technical difficulties coming back. What's up, everyone? We're back. We're back.
Woo!
Welcome back to
Did the thing.
Inside All Day. What's the thing? What do I do?
What do I do with my hands?
What do I do with my hands? Oh, I am glitching on the YouTube side.
Yeah, I can see it on my side.
Oh,
yay! Yeah. Tech support.
Yay! That's all right. This is weird. Welcome back, Chris. Welcome back to Inside All Day.
Super excited to be here.
You sound super excited to be here. You're the one that wanted to do this.
No. I was harassed into this by a plethora of people.
Not a plethora.
I'm more just cranky that I've had a migraine for the last 2 days and our internet is being a beehole.
Yeah, I don't know. We pay good money for our internet, and yet it shouldn't be this bad.
It looks like I'm stealing it.
It does.
And poorly at that.
And I'm sure we're glitching for whoever's watching out there. It's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out for the next. Yeah, whole one watcher. Yeah, or two, whatever. It's weird being back. It's been what, 2 years, 3 years, 3 years, I think.
5. Too long enough, not long enough. One of those 3.
Too long. I have a question for you though.
Yep.
Do you like any movies?
Funny enough, I didn't even know you were going to ask that question. Did you not see my little tag under my name?
No, hates everything. You don't hate everything.
I hate most things.
There's a couple of good things you might hate. You might like.
No, there's a couple of good things I definitely hate.
A couple of good things you definitely hate.
I'm gonna do it. Pow.
What are you gonna do?
Just this. I'm gonna see if this helps our
internet
quality.
Let's see.
Das Internet
side. I will check. We do everything live here. There's no issues. Yeah, actually, our YouTube clarity is way better. I'm still a little blurry, but way better now that you have. Also, I put a poll up, and maybe one person already voted. But who are you cheering for? Hashtag Team Chris or hashtag Team Nadia?
Well, I'm cheering for myself.
You're cheering for yourself? I might have voted for myself.
I'm shocked to tell you.
I'm glad to kind of be back with you though. Out of anybody in the world, you are the most important person to me, obviously, and talking nerdy stuff with you has been always an enjoyment. I will say going to the movies with you has been interesting in the last couple of years because you've literally hated everything.
Well, it's not that I literally hate everything. It's that everybody started accepting lower quality things because all we've been getting is lower quality things. I remember how great things can be.
I wonder if maybe this would be better for everybody overall. That might be better just for at least this episode. I know everybody likes to see our smiling faces, but this might be the best call for it. That's true. I don't remember the last thing we talked about on this channel. And I think it was becoming a point of just like going to opening weekends and just not enjoying anything about anything we've seen.
That was exactly why I left. Nothing I love more than having to see things I don't want to see on a schedule that requires immediacy.
Question for you. How long does a Diet Coke need to marinate in the fridge for it to be good?
A couple of hours. Anything past that is just a lie.
Wrong. 3 days. And I got a crisp one.
See, and I know you're wrong because I can't tell you how many times you've gotten one out of the fridge and had no idea that I had just replaced it a couple hours earlier.
I've noticed.
No, you haven't. You're so
yes, I have. I've noticed.
That name is Nadia.
Well, we originally started this channel back in the day because we were big MCU fans when it was good. We were. I think our first episode was on Stranger Things season 4, which
was also a while ago.
What a turn of events on that one. What's up, Blue Collar? Thank you for joining us. Hey, Chris. He says, Chris, this is my Chris to his Chris. He's Chris as well. And then we cut. Oh no, I lost him. Device not connected. I don't know where he went. I guess I'll entertain while he's. You know what? He's forfeited the fight. He's forfeited the fight, guys. He hopped out. He said forfeited. He's coming back on. He's coming. You can hang out with me for a second, though. What's up, guys? What's up, AJ? What's up, Sam? Welcome, guys. Welcome. I'm sure you guys are excited for this debate. Please go ahead and vote. I see that I'm winning. Team Nadia is winning by 73%. Our internet has been shitty out here. Okay, there he is. He's back. He's back. Welcome back.
Howdy, howdy.
Okay. I'm going to turn my camera off because of our internet. We truly, I think it's an internet issue going on right now today.
Wow, then I'll take the internet.
Because even solo streaming, I'm usually pretty good with no issues, and for some reason today, it's acting a fool. And I'll have a panelist of like 5 people. Us. Maybe you got shitty internet because you were frozen a couple of times. Yeah. Bad time to forfeit, Chris.
Yeah. I didn't forfeit shit.
We are going to get into the Odyssey, I promise. I know that's why most people are here to watch me get my ass handed to me, which won't happen, but we'll see. I want to talk about a few things. Violent. I know. Believe me, they already think you beat me.
Well, I mean,
so
how else do I keep you in line?
That's true. That's true. Leon would say, pretty based. That's what he would say. Where was I? Oh, originally we had the reason why I wanted to bring it up is we both saw the Doomsday trailer this morning. Yes, yeah. Exactly. What's up, Corey? I see you on the YouTube side. For some reason, I don't see you on StreamYard side. So yet again, StreamYard acting a fool. But what's up, Corey? And we both kind of walked away with meh. Like you even said, we're not seeing this opening weekend.
I'm not. I don't want to give it opening weekend any kind of. I hate when people use this term, but like any kind of opening weekend flowers. I don't want to artificially increase their opening weekend numbers because we had to see it to talk about it. I did it for the Odyssey, and quite frankly, I wasn't very happy about it.
Oh, don't spoil it, Chris. But I will say it's
spoilers.
It's intriguing. I'm curious about it mostly because of the X-Men, but it's not like new X-Men. It's
the only part of that looked good was Cyclops. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah, in the original, that Mystique wig. What is going on?
You know, hold on. I'll give a second point. The Doom armor finally looked like it probably should.
I just don't care because, frankly, I don't like the casting of Doom. I don't really care for Robert Downey Jr. playing Doom. I think it takes away from Iron Man's sacrifice in Endgame. I know that is a talking point for a lot of people, but truthfully, I just don't care. Like you could have casted Cillian Murphy, Mads Mikkelsen. One of those two would have been an awesome Doom. But instead, and both of them would be box office drawers. But now they think recasting Robert Downey into it. But I do have a question for you. I did see a theory. Somebody said Cap is Hydra Cap. Yeah. Do you think so?
Yeah, probably. I mean, why not continue to just pillage what's left?
I don't think Marvel's that smart.
Well, yeah, I agree. That's why they're going to fuck it up.
What's up, Max? I'm with Chris. I hate everything. I absolutely hate everything. There's some things you do like, right? You've been playing some games here and there and stuff. There's some things.
No, I pretty much just hate everything these days. Everything's low effort slop.
No, there was a movie that we did see this year that you did like, though.
What am I?
Minions and Monsters.
Yeah, I did see Minions and Monsters, and that was good. You know what? Oh, you know what? I'll hold on to that for the Odyssey debate.
Oh no.
Minions Odyssey would have been better and more accurate. There, I said it.
All right. Shall we get into the Odyssey, I guess?
We can get into whatever topic you would like, my dear.
Do you want to get in the Odyssey or want to give it a few more minutes?
I mean, if you think people are showing up, we can give it a few more minutes. We can talk about Sony going, trying to go full digital, which is just terrible. And yeah, Hydra Cap. Bleh.
Wasn't that comic run like not well reserved? Well regarded.
Received.
Received. Thank you.
I think that's
See,
what you
I needed
wanted.
somebody to correct. Yeah,
I
correct
speak.
my English.
I'm the only one to speak fluent Nadia news.
wasn't it like not like held really like people liked
a lot
it?
of people had a lot of people had some issues. Some people liked it. Those people are generally the people who like the Odyssey. So
Hey, hold your horses, bro. You're taking shots a little too early. Sam's like, get into the Odyssey. Let's talk about Sony really quick, and then we'll get into the Odyssey. So, thank you guys. First of all, thank you guys all for joining us on our comeback. Odyssey fans, because hey, Gord, I see that. I'm not finishing that. Thank you guys. Make sure you hit that like button, share out stream as well. We are like 80 away from hitting monetization, which is weird to say since we just kind of let the channel die for a little bit. But we'll be back.
It's hibernating.
Monday nights. It was hibernating. Yeah, experimenting. You know, deciding what kind of. Anyway, Sony, tell me about this Sony thing.
Tell you about the Sony thing. Well, for anybody who hasn't heard or paying attention, Sony made the big announcement that they're moving towards a fully digital future, which is, in my opinion, just a bad move. No more physical discs, no more sharing with your friends, no more picking up pre-owned copies at a discount, which is really what this is about. It's about digital price fixing is what I keep calling it. They just want, they already have dynamic price fixing online where if, for instance, Nadia or I were to go on the PlayStation, we would theoretically have different sales on different games depending on what they think and their algorithm tells them. And it's just going to be a digital price monopoly once they get rid of the physical copies. They're just trying to monopolize the entire space. And I'm quite frankly not here for it.
Okay. So
I don't know. Yep.
Is this they've kind of started doing this in a sense with certain games just being digitally release only, right? Because I think Baldur's Gate initially was a digital release only, and so was or at least Hogwarts Legacy, you got it early. I don't even think they did a physical copy of Hogwarts Legacy.
I think they did a physical copy of Hogwarts Legacy, but I can't speak to that with any kind of certainty. But it really is, it's just the perfect example is just people who lose access to their accounts, or the Sony losing access to licenses. No, I'm with Skullgrin on this one. The move to digital is going. I hope it backfires on them so bad. They deserve it.
What? And
it is.
Especially
it's absolutely anti-consumer.
Well, it brings me back to my problem with digital copies being the same price as fucking physical copies. Excuse my language. I never understood this. I can understand like a physical copy being more than a digital copy, but digital copies should be cheaper. They should 100% be cheaper.
Yeah, they're not. You don't need a box. You don't need to print art. You don't need to stuff it, fill it, burn a disc, get the disc in there. You have to put it through the whole factory, ship it out. There's so much value to be saved in not doing physical copies that it is really just disingenuous to not pass any of that on to, the players. They hate as it turns out, Sony hates the players and the games.
Yeah. Ooh, that Wolverine game that you showed me earlier, that looked rough.
Okay, hold on. I'll jump on that for a quick second. I don't know if anybody's seen any of the new Wolverine Insomniac game, and I'll give them this. The cinematic they released a few days ago looked pretty cool, minus some character models being questionable. That aside, if you've seen the gameplay trailer for it, it was incredibly mid-looking. I just can't get over it. It was like the height of meh. It looked like copy pasta. I was just not there for it. Everything just looked really really flat and basic, and like I'd seen it 1,000 times before.
Yeah, you showed it to me and I just was like, meh. There wasn't really anything exciting to me about it. Nothing unique to it. It just looked like another just fighting game, I guess, or just what did I compare it to? Infamous? It kind
Yeah,
of
you
looked the
started to
style.
compare it to Infamous, which is at least it's the same company. The problem with comparing to Infamous is Infamous is open world, and they'll come up with some reason that they couldn't have made this open world like 90% of their other hits.
I mean, it doesn't look as
That's
bad
a bit
as
much, but
a Suicide Squad, that latest game. That was, I mean,
you're setting the
I
bar so
know,
high you could trip over it.
I know, I know, I know. I don't know. Video games to me, I'm not a huge gamer as I used to be. I play particular games like Pokopia, Animal Crossing, Hogwarts Legacy, Baldur's Gate. But I did pre-order that Hellraiser game, and that should be here in October, which I'll stream on my Horror with Nads channel, which should be a lot of fun. I did try Alien Isolation, and I sucked at it.
You
I
just
was
gotta
so bad at
cardio
that
day. You gotta
game.
do cardio days more often. Remember when I would jump in and help you? We do cardio, just sprint past everything.
Yeah, I know. I'm so bad at that game.
It's okay. It's time to get you back playing that game.
Yeah, I
We
know.
could just
I
play it
know.
on this channel.
Yeah. Well, it's maybe. But I don't know. I'm really scared. I really want to play Mortician's
Mortuary
assistant,
assistant.
mortuary assistant. I really actually do want to play it, but at the same time I'm kind of terrified of it because I don't want
That's
the nightmares.
exactly why I want to watch you play it.
No.
Minus the nightmares. Maybe the nightmares.
Maybe
Depends how nice
maybe
you
I'll
can
make
be.
it a chat goal on my Horror with Navs channel coming up. I'll do something where I'll do a chat goal, and if we hit it, I'll play Saturday for a couple hours playing that game and just cry myself to sleep that night. So
I mean, it sounds like a plan to me. I was thinking about getting some streaming going on this channel. Feel free to jump in the chat and tell me you guys think I should be playing. I was thinking about maybe snatching up Pal World while it's on sale. I don't know if anybody's any interest in that, but maybe.
you should play those waifu games.
Waifu. Ooh.
Ooh. Or those games where they're like 5 hot Korean character dudes, but they all have like mystic powers and you have to choose between one of them.
What kind of games are you playing when I'm not around?
I'm not playing these games, but I know it exists because I've seen
Yeah.
women go crazy over dudes who cosplay as them. I swear. Though, Korean dudes, where were you when I was growing up? I mean, I love you, Chris. I'm glad
I say,
you're my
excuse
husband.
you, I'm right here.
But Koreans used to not be hot when I was younger. Now they are. We are Team Chris at 57% and Team Nadia at 43%.
And I didn't even cheat and vote for myself.
Listen,
Looking at you.
I don't cheat. I just win.
You're not winning right now.
Okay, an OG game. Pokemon Coliseum.
Oh.
Yeah. I was super terrified of Resident Evil. Maybe you should play some of your Pokemon games. Oh, I don't know if you can with the Switch, though. Through PC. I think you got to do like a hookup. Did you get any of that?
My computer's exploded for a second.
Jeez.
I got some of that, but you were coming in. I understood what was being said, but I was having some real audio clarity issues there for a second. My StreamYard was freezing. Yay, StreamYard.
Listen, tell ladies and gentlemen in the chat, tell this man it's just the fates telling him that he needs to sit right next to me when we're streaming from now on. There's no each other's opposite rooms. Now you will be in touching distance.
You're too grabby.
I'm not grabby. Just under the table.
Grabby.
All right, let's get into the Odyssey. Shall we get into the Odyssey?
Oh, let's do it. I'm so excited.
Okay. All right. Before we get into it, I have a question for you. It's related to the Odyssey, so I'm not edging people in the chat. Do you like any Christopher Nolan films before we get into this? What is your experience with Christopher Nolan?
Actually, the best part about my favorite Christopher Nolan films is that as a comic book fan, I hate Batman. The Batman movies were great. So I will go in on the Dark Knight trilogy. I'd watch that again, but I think Nolan's vision consistently exceeds his grasp.
Okay.
I think he has good ideas, but can't always hit the execution.
Have you seen anything other than the Batman series?
Oh, I'm sure I have, but I would need to pull up a list to think of what I think of other. Like I didn't see Tenet. I know I didn't see that. Uh, films. I'm pulling up a list
I've
right
seen
now. So,
Oppenheimer. I don't think you did.
Prestige. I didn't see Dunkirk, but I do want to see Dunkirk. That looks pretty good. That's on my
Okay.
to-see list.
Do
Memento.
you
Oh yeah, I remember Memento. That was. I like that. I like that one.
do you think he's at a point where people just go to see it because it's a Nolan film,
Yeah,
regardless of the subject matter?
yeah, and I absolutely think that. And I think Nolan will make anything that he can just make in his whatever his images. I don't think he kind of cares what he's making to a certain extent, so long as he can get his vision out.
So you think he's a shit writer but a good director overall?
Well, I wouldn't even go that far. I think he's just hit and miss in general, and
Okay.
I think it's on all aspects. But
He's a very
that's just my opinion.
my experience is obviously I've seen the Batman series, I've seen Prestige. I know Interstellar is one of them that has been recommended to me time and time again, and I promise to get to it. I've seen Oppenheimer, and I don't think I've seen Memento.
Hmm.
And Prestige is probably my favorite one out of all of them. So in 2020, what's up, Zax? In 2024, I believe it was 2024, it was announced that he was late 2024 that he was doing the Odyssey after Oppenheimer. What did you initially think when you heard that?
I'm sorry, I was distracted by Zach's joining the chat. I would have to ask you to repeat the question.
When it was initially announced, without casting, without anything related to it, without seeing it, did you think this was a good call or a bad call?
I thought it was a good call, and then the initial issue was the source material they chose. That's where the first hiccup really came in. And I think it really is. You could shit on a lot of the choices for the Odyssey, but I think it all just stems from the version of the translation they chose to use.
Okay.
Which was just more modern, more feminist, not really quite up to I think the task. It had a lot of personal touches to it from the translator.
Okay, fair. I went in this. I think the last time I read the Odyssey, and probably the first time, was junior high. To be honest, it's been a long time since I know the core story of it, right? The core elements of it, but I don't know the extreme details before we went into the Odyssey. I have a musical I really like that's created, like self-created for this creator, that I really enjoy. But other than that, I was pretty excited because I thought, ooh, an interesting director choice in making a film that's fantasy. And I know, I mean, Batman is kind of fantasy, right? I guess like there's elements to Batman comics, and Nolan did a good job of grounding it. Prestige, there's some kind of not fantasy magic, but it's grounded, right? So I thought, interesting. How is he going to do this? We got a Cyclops, we got sirens, we've got multiple head monsters, we've got gods. How are we going to do this? So I was intrigued. I was also surprised not really surprised when it was first announced. The 70mm IMAX just sold out initially, like a year in advance, without seeing a trailer, nothing. So we get our first trailer, and you didn't seem too excited about it when you first saw it.
I don't even remember what the first trailer looked like.
I don't remember the first trailer. I do remember your reaction to it, and initially was, this is going to be dog shit.
Hot garbage? Boy, it's like I can see the future.
Yes. But I will give it to, but I was like, nah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. We're going to go see this. And I bought 2 tickets knowing that I could convince you to go see it.
She made me, everybody.
We did make a deal, though. I have to watch My Hero Academia to get through that, because you went with me to see this.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
And I'm living up to my promise on it.
She's hating every episode of it so far.
I don't fucking get the appeal of this fucking anime. I'm gonna tangent for a second. I don't get it. It is
Nadia hates hopecore.
I absolutely hate this fucking teenage drama bullshit. I hate it. They all are little edgelords. I absolutely hate it. I just don't like it. Thank you, AJ. Thank you for backing me on. It does. But I'm willing to give
Being backed by a literal abomination.
I'll give it a try. We'll keep watching. Maybe next week I'll have something positive to say about it. But I'll tell you, I am not enjoying my change. Matt Damon as Odysseus was a strange choice. I actually didn't think it was a strange choice for the matter. Like, who else would you have casted as Odysseus?
Well, no, he was a strange choice in that Matt Damon was playing Odysseus playing Matt Damon. I was waiting for the Boston accent to come out and talk. How you like a Dunes, golden apples?
He's not Marky Mark.
Yeah. He wishes he was.
It's not Marky Mark, bro. All right, so we went to go see this movie, Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. And if you guys don't know what The Odyssey is, how do I explain this?
Hold on. I just want you to see it gets darker later.
I know everybody says it gets darker later. Yeah. I know. And I said I would at least watch it through the first villain, right? First big villain.
The funny part is like Nadia's like, God, I bet they wouldn't even kill anybody on this show, and I just made a face.
Ben Affleck clearly has Odysseus energy over Matt Damon. I kind of with Lady on that one. I could see that. Okay. Dude, lost 20-something pounds down to muscle. Thought he was never going to be shirtless again, and here we are. All right.
He's on the Avengers diet.
How old is this book? 3,000? I don't remember. It's 3-something years old. It's an old
3 years old. It's 3 years old.
So there. After Trojan War, Odysseus faced a dangerous voyage back to Ithaca, meeting creatures like Cyclops, sirens. What's the witch's name? This is gonna be really hard for me.
So you're talking about Circe?
No, not Circe.
Calypso,
thank you. Along the way. I like Greek mythology. I had Odysseus energy during the movie. I really wanted to go. Kristen,
bravo.
Too.
Well
Chris,
played.
I think, fell asleep for a second.
I was started. There were moments in that movie that were literally just boring.
It was
shot.
So
ill-paced. Yeah, it was beautifully shot. If you want to watch the first half of the movie, all you want to see is far horizon shots, and then everything turns into close-up depth of field shots. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be awesome.
Well, you didn't really initially like certain casting choices, and I'm not talking about Elliot Page, nor am I talking about Helen of Troy's actress, Lupita
Nyong'o.
Thank you.
No, actually, I was mad about Lupita Nyong'o, but mostly to the point of
one you were really mad about besides those two.
Who else was really mad about besides those two?
Oh, come on. You ranted about this dude the whole time, all leading up to this movie. John
Barenthal?
No, Leguizamo's.
Oh, John Leguizamo, yeah. Well, it's because John Leguizamo was kind of a D-bag leading up to it with everything he's been, he's been so vocal on the, people of races should only play people of that race, and then proceeds to go into, an Oscar bait film where not even the ships were Greek.
Yeah, there's not really a lot of Greeks in this.
Hold on. AJ got something right.
Rita's not hot though. She's pretty. But first of all, I'm going to put myself on blast on here. For some reason, I thought the Trojan horse and the basically the capture of Troy was a historical real thing. I thought I remembered being taught that was historically correct, only to find out it's not as an adult. Shows you the schooling I probably went through.
Well, you did go to school in Illinois, so that kind of checks out.
And I don't know why. Maybe because we read the Odyssey and was taught this stuff in history class. Like my teacher took a month off of actual history when we were going through stuff and talked about Greek mythology. Roman mythology was included in this too as well. And for some reason, I always thought the Trojan horse thing was a real thing.
Well, it's because much of the story is blended in like rooted in history, but obviously not all of it. And I
Mm.
think that's probably where it came across. But actually, I wanted to get back to one of the things I said, 'cause kind of left it like half there, which was when I was getting ready to crap on Lupita Nyong'o's casting. It really had less to do. I mean, I wasn't a fan of it for the obvious reasons that most people will probably think, but also I was not a fan of the fact that they did an interview with her. She has never even read the Odyssey. And then to make things worse, I don't know if anybody saw, she did an interview on, I think it was like a Paris red carpet or something like that. And they asked her, what's your favorite mythological, hero or creature? And she just literally couldn't even fake an answer. And I'm like, these
You
are
can't even
people
say
just
like
don't even
mermaids.
care. They don't even
Mermaids.
care about the source material.
Yeah.
And that, I feel like that just shined through the entire movie, that everything was phoned in.
But do you think if they casted this historically correct with Greek actors, you would still have the problem, everything the same, acting tones the same, the dialect is the same, the shots are the same, the pacing, the editing, everything is exactly the same. You just race swap everybody into a Greek actor. Do you think you would still have problems with this?
Well, first off, that's racist, and I would never do that. Secondly, no, I think I'd still have a lot of the problems that I had with the movie, because a lot of the problems I have with it were pacing. It was unnecessary shots. It was cutting out important bits of the story, and again, quite frankly, the source material that they used, I keep saying source material, but I mean the specific translation that they used was just utter garbage.
Mm.
So I think that really is the root cause. I think if you're starting, if you're starting from a bad spot, like how are you going to build off of that?
Yeah.
You're just going to build crap from crap.
My initial thoughts of this is that I actually liked the movie. I enjoyed myself for the 3 hours of it. I thought it was beautifully done. I do see now the problems a lot of people have after when we came home, we watched the miniseries from 97.
Mm-hmm.
And from the musical I listened to, I thought Odysseus is supposed to be this clever, but naive, maybe not naive is the right word, but
it's
I don't know,
ego and hubris.
Yeah, like not PTSD, not trauma, not dealing with the world that way, but basically a little too big for your britches, and you kind of knock down a peg in a sense, learning the lessons. Like in the mini series, it when Poseidon goes, basically trying to teach him that men need the gods. Like you cannot do this on your own, and teaching him that this was way different than what I saw in Nolan's, where I felt like it's just Odysseus kind of remembering PTSD moments of like the sack of Troy,
Which is the complete opposite of Odysseus. He was super stoked to have been the guy that did that.
Yeah, which he doesn't. And also the camaraderie amongst the men in the miniseries, way different than Nolan's. I felt the miniseries felt like a brotherhood almost. Like in a sense, they had their issues with each other. Obviously, they did skip over the mutiny in the miniseries, but I felt like in the Nolans, there wasn't like a brotherly bond amongst them.
Well, that's because if you look really closely and you pay attention to like some of the symbolism they put into it, what they're trying to illustrate is that they hate the source material. I am truly of the mindset that Christopher Nolan had all straight A's in English lit all through school, and then he got a B- on his Odyssey paper, and just went, I'm gonna get you one day. I'm gonna get back at you, Homer.
I'm gonna get you,
and
Homer.
now he has his revenge.
I mean, how do I say this?
I know how I'll say it. That was a good one.
That's mean. Well,
That
I will
was
say
funny.
too, everybody worried about the casting choices, and I know a lot of people had an issue with her being a black woman casted as Helen of Troy. But they made her a stereotypical, like, angry black woman. And granted, on my end, I see the justification. Somebody kills my child. I don't care if you're married to me or not. I'm gonna, I'm gonna get you back. But it just, I feel like you're not that out of depth with like the meme world of today and the issues of today, and you literally set her up to be this like angry black woman stereotype for a second, which she has now been memed endlessly for, which is now what she's going to be remembered for, not her performance as Helen of Troy, but just that one scene where she
But as
stabs
Fallon of Detroit
Felon
was
of
one of the jokes I saw.
where she stabs what's his face?
Greek Batman.
Yeah, like cast her. I mean,
Agamemnon.
I had no issues with any of the casting choices. To me, it's movies like this have always been casted with different actors of different race and stuff. Even throughout American film history, you go back, we've got white people playing Egyptians, white people playing Asians, like really bad stereotypical.
But they get shit for
Asians.
him every single time.
Nah, back in the day they didn't. Back in the day it was like common because of how Hollywood is. And my thing is, I don't think this
years.
I don't think this is like a woke motivation by Nolan. I honestly think it's more of I just want to cast popular people in these roles, and that's it. It's definitely Oscar bait in a sense. But I mean, why cast a woman and put her in that scenario? Also, how the fuck do you get cast in the Odyssey and you don't at least read the Odyssey, or you at least read the version he's basing off, even if it's the poorly written translation of it? How do you not read the translation of the Odyssey the movie that you are starring in? It's the same like with these actors who play comic book characters. They don't read the comics. They have no understanding. Even if the movie might be slightly different than what the comic is, you still don't have any understanding. The only person ever to get away from that stuff is Gary Oldman when he played Sirius Black in Harry Potter. Never read any of the Harry Potter books, didn't know any of the source material, kind of went in blind. It kind of worked. But that's like lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, you let me know how many of the people in this movie have the exact same acting skill as Gary Oldman, and that'll be your answer. None of them can carry like Gary Oldman can.
60-year-old John Wayne played Genghis Khan, so you're not allowed to say anything about blatantly antagonistic race swaps in 2026 is the dumbest shit ever. I'm not saying you can't say anything about it, but I'm saying it's a common thing. Like, they just casted people who are just popular. It's a race bait thing, not a race bait. See? Look at me. It's a fucking Oscar bait thing. Now I'm in a tangent about it.
You're
Oscar
a race baiter. That's what it is. That's why you're so confused.
I am an angry black woman, apparently. It's just, my thing is, and the question I always ask is, like, if you have bigger problems with it past the casting, then yes, justifiably. But if you just switch the casting to all Greek people and you still have the same tone and everything, and you still have problems with it, then then there are justified problems. I don't know. The race switching and the casting choice never bothered me, but I can understand there is some hypocrisy on it because you get actors like John, and I can never say his fucking last name, who was mad about not being chosen to voice in the Mario movie, and he's not even Italian to begin with, even though he played Luigi in the original Mario movie. And then for him to not go in on this movie and like, hey, why aren't you casting Greeks as Greek characters? I don't know. And and part of it is, I think, I've seen a lot of people say, when we talk about casting, it's like, well, Lupita Nyong'o and Paige weren't even in it. Like, they were in it for like 10 minutes. And I'm like, it's only a little bit of piss in your beer. Drink it up. It'll be fine. Yeah, Elliot Page.
It's about. Sorry, I just want to get finished. It's about like slow playing it. It's we're gonna turn up the temperature on the frogs in the pot just a little bit at a time.
Yeah, Elliot Page is the casting I have more of a problem with. Not because they are a trans actor, not because it is, you could call her Elliot Page, Ellen Page, whatever. It's the fact that she doesn't have the physical body of a Greek soldier. Like, at least the rest of the guys, Greek, not Greek at all. At least they all look like men, like muscular soldiers, that would go on the battlefield. This looked like some little kid that put on his dad's like armor. You know what I mean? Like, and just didn't fit it at all.
Well,
And
even when you saw
it doesn't
Paige
even make
on
sense.
stage for like when they're doing promotional things outside of it, like looks like he's wearing his brother's suit. Like,
Yeah,
it's baggy and huge. I'm like, you look like you're pretending.
there's like no
I can't help it.
intimidation
You look like you're pretending.
to it as a soldier. You know what I mean? Like, there's no physical. It took me out because I'm like, why would you cast somebody scrawny and small to play a soldier? Like, and I know initially it was rumored Achilles, and then they pulled a character that's not even in the Odyssey and labeled it, which honestly, let's all be honest here, that's really Achilles. Let's not
Correct.
Let's not think that they just like, oh no, it's this character, Scion or whatever, Sion, whatever the fuck, Sinan. And no, and I'm just like, nah, come on, guys, you just didn't want the backlash on it.
Oh yeah,
but it just doesn't make any sense. There's no physical intimidation as a soldier to me. So that's the one that subverted. She's subverting expectations.
Nailed it.
Yeah. Yep, that's Achilles. Yeah. And like Achilles, what I imagine, even though I haven't seen the movie in fucking years, is Troy with Brad Pitt's glossy, muscular, Greek bod.
I just rewatched the big fight scene from Troy with Brad Pitt and Eric Bana.
Yeah.
That was it was good.
I should watch
a fun
that
little
as
fight
an
scene.
adult. As a woman, I probably would enjoy that more now.
I should watch that as an adult by myself in the dark.
By myself in the dark. I'll be your oil girl. I'll oil you up.
Oh.
But yeah, it just like Helena Troy didn't take me out so much more than Sion, whatever the fuck. Sinan. You speak Nadianese.
I do.
I'm gonna pronounce these fucking names right. That's the only one that took me out of the whole thing. Otherwise, I enjoyed it. I thought it was shot really well. I like the timeline. I like that the sack of Troy was kind of looming over the entire story. But watching the miniseries and then watching Brother Where Art Thou, we're missing a couple things. First of all, where are the gods?
There are no gods. Gods are PTSD.
But how can you have a Cyclops? You can have sirens. You can have a fucking 6-headed thing that looks like it should be out of a Chinese wet market. But, like, you can't have Poseidon. You don't have, like, any... Like, Athena, I get. At first, I was like, we have Athena. Why aren't we seeing any of the other gods? But then you realize, spoiler alert, Athena is just... Zendaya is a priestess of Athena that got killed, and so is it PTSD? Are they just is he just imagining this stuff?
It is, and it's because in the translation that they use, they completely subvert Odysseus as just being the clever guy and into the woe is me, so sad guy.
Yeah. I don't know about that, AJ. Brown people can play Greeks because we had some other brown type of people and it just didn't work out either.
I don't
want to say it didn't work out. I don't see color either. I didn't have a problem with the casting. Hold on, I'm going back to my stances. I didn't have a fucking problem with the casting. I just know it was a problem for most people leading up to the movie. Is that they had a fucking problem with the cast. The only person they didn't have a problem with the casting was Robert Pattinson, Anne Hathaway, and Tom Holland. Y'all are racist.
Tom Holland was playing Tom Holland. Anne Hathaway was great until she went into her little histrionic, I should hold the throne. And Robert Pattinson was hands down the best part of that movie.
Yeah,
I will literally just not hear otherwise.
Get the Glocks!
Get the Glocks!
behind it. Get the clocks.
Oh, man. No, Robert Pattinson just, in the nicest way possible, plays the best sleazeball.
He does. I think he's really trying to come away from Twilight. Because I remember I told you this story where a girlfriend of mine met him to get a signature, and she goes, I liked you better in Harry Potter than Twilight. And he goes, yeah, me too.
Well, I like the. I know I shared it with Nadia. I don't know if she watched it. I don't know if anybody out there in TV land has seen this particular clip, but it was Anne Hathaway, Tom Holland, and Robert Pattinson sitting around a table, and Anne Hathaway.
Don't you have it?
I think it's bookmarked on X for you, but yeah, they're talking about how awesome that Zendaya is as an actress, and Robert Pattinson is clearly not having any of it. Just, I think his answer was, yeah, like that was it. But did you find it?
No, it's loading for me. I'm pulling it up.
Wampu wampu.
On it. I wanted to go see it again, but you were like, no, you're not giving this movie any more money. X must be down. I can't pull it up unless you can.
Our internet's so super duper. You know me. Oh man, yeah, it's moving like a snail on my end. Let me see if I can. No, I won't be able to find it because I'm pretty sure.
Complaining about Tom Holland being an what's that word?
Effeminate.
Effeminate when Ellen Page is running around. It's paper cut to a blue.
I don't even think Tom Holland was effeminate. That's not my complaint. My complaint was that Tom Holland was playing Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
Now, if you think Tom Holland is effeminate, that's your own call.
You're Spider-Man.
You mean the Spooter Dooter?
The Spooter Dooter.
Hold
That's
on,
interesting. I'm able to pull up bookmarks now, but I can't find.
I'm gonna copy. I want to let me open up the.
Wait! I got it. I found it.
Okay, perfect. Because it was fighting me on letting me copy the link.
I'll share it. Hold on. Here we go.
And now there it is.
Robert Pattinson reaction after Zendaya is described as a goddess and perfect casting for Athena in the Odyssey sparks fan backlash. Yeah. Let's see if we can.
Can we hear it?
You not hear it? I'm not sure. Hold on. Let me reshare the audio.
Wampu wampu.
We do everything live here, guys.
Fuck it, we do it live.
Okay.
We talk about how terrible the costuming is next.
Fine and powerful. She really holds the screen. She's pretty strong like that.
Yeah, and
Tom's a little like, come on, you got this. His little head nod.
That's his wife too.
Zendaya doing more for Blue Steel than Derek Zoolander ever could.
I didn't hate Zendaya in this. I didn't think she was.
She wasn't in there long enough for you to hate her. She didn't do anything. You know what she did? She
made
that face. Time. She made that face like 4 times, and that was her role in the movie.
What is the appeal? Because I feel she plays the same person, except for in Euphoria. I'm going to defend her here. Euphoria, she's fantastic in. She brings depth to her performance as a drug addict and going through recovery and all this stuff. She's fantastic in it. I absolutely love her in it. But every single movie I've ever seen her in, it's this face.
It's like she just caught a whiff of the garbage truck that ran by.
And I don't understand it. The reason why I'm willing to give her a chance after chance after chance on all performances is because I know she can do well. I know she can do it. Because I've seen fucking Euphoria. But then every single time, I'm let down.
I don't know about the front half, but I agree with the back half. They do have. There are people in Hollywood that love her for the racial ambiguity, 100%.
But even in Dune, if I had just cut that square out of her in the upper right hand corner and said, "Is this for Dune or the Odyssey?" Could you tell me which one?
You mean Beige the movie?
I'll be seeing that. I don't know about you, but I'll be seeing that.
Yeah, you can see that one by yourself. That's okay. Somehow, I will survive missing that stellar performance.
Robert Pattinson also is the only one reported to have like read the actual script for the Odyssey. Like when Nolan offered him the job, he's like, "Can I read the script first?" Everybody else said yes, right away, yes. And then Nolan, Pattinson was
I don't know
like,
if that makes it better or worse.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like he plays the part. From what I've seen from the miniseries, comparably to this, it's pretty much on par. Like I
Yeah.
feel for the character. Like I haven't read the Odyssey. I thought I could read it before this stream, but it's like depending on the translation, it's anywhere between 300 to 600 pages, and I don't got time for that. But yeah, the white guy's the only one who did the read. First of all, he didn't do the reading. Oh, you meant Pattinson, not Chris. Well, he was just like rubbing it.
Wow. Racist. Just assumed I was the white guy.
Well, you are a white guy.
Am not. Prove it. So you can't prove anything. That was a
I
wall.
don't know. I think. Okay, so shall we go through some of these bookmarks that you have? And I don't feel like this is a debate. I feel like I'm winning.
You feel like you're winning this debate. I mean, what do you want to talk about? The unnecessary cinematography that
What's unnecessary cinematography? What unnecessary?
how many like wide angle horizon shots do you need in the first half hour of that movie?
I'll hit you back with one thing. At least he did on like site filming, not green
He got
screen.
a Viking ship. He didn't even get a Greek ship. He couldn't even cast the boat right.
No, you're jumping around. You're jumping around too much. Do not confuse me. First of all,
I'm not confusing you. I'm not jumping around.
The cinematography, at least he was on sites. Like he didn't fucking do this all in a green screen or a sound stage. At least he was on sites. So to be honest, if you're on site, take advantage of the sites. Take advantage of the beauty of the area and do these wide, beautiful shots. This movie is beautifully shot.
Wait.
Huh?
I said, and the local actors. Wait.
Are there any popular Greek actors? Because honestly, let's if we're gonna keep going back to casting, the casting choice is just these are popular actors right now. They're very popular, very hot. He wants Oscar bait, so he's gonna, push it. Why are we not on screen? Because our internet sucks.
Having internet issues.
We're both pixelated. What's up, Katie? We're both pixelated, and it's really bad. I have a cape on right now too. Look, I put a cape on because I'm cold. I don't know. I'm probably pixelated right now on top of it. So we'll figure it out for next week. Elliot Page is a popular actor. Elliot Page is the only one I think is a little weird because I can't remember the last thing they've been in.
I liked him in Juno. What? It's a totally fair statement.
I think that more so is a choice because Nolan worked with them on Interception. Wait,
Interception? Inception?
Inception.
Interstellar?
Him using natural environmentals poorly. Hold on. I'm going to the... Oh, I gotta go over to the other chat. Let me look. Inception. Yes, I know, Katie. I know.
No, she didn't.
No.
It's okay.
Yes, I did. It's Nadia Knees. Here, okay.
It's Nadia Knees, if you please.
All right. I think... Here we go. Okay.
What are we doing here? Here we going?
God. Hey Nolan, I really liked your Batman trilogy. However, I think this project should be more colorful. So I've decided to send you blue skies and some cute dolphins to help you out, my beloved. Nolan, editors make everything gray. Desaturate it all. Remove the dolphins if you can. God, sad.
Well, and it's a good thing they used, IMAX 70mm for all those up close depth of field shots too.
I think it's really
it's a complete waste of the technology, just to drum up people getting excited to go, oh, he did what? And then it didn't make a difference. Didn't actually do anything with it.
I think for the amount of crud we've gotten with sound stages and just using green screen after green screen after green screen. I mean, one of the reasons why we liked the Dungeons & Dragons movies was because they did shoot on site. Film on site, not shoot on site. Sorry, YouTube.
Fight on site.
Fight on site. And I'm going to give it to him. Like, I think it looks great. Now, looking great and using the wrong boats and costumes.
They couldn't even keep the dog. The puppy and the dog were two entirely different breeds. For Arcus.
Fact.
I mean, we're gonna pay attention to any detail of the movie. We're just gonna care. This is the thing that gets me nowadays. Is I hate when people go like, "Oh, it's a great movie. It was shot so beautifully, and I liked the color saturation or whatever thing they come up with." That is not the story was good and it was well told. Anything outside of that is effectively ancillary if you can't handle those things.
Let's get a Viking longship and film it in Iceland. There you go.
Yeah, perfect. I agree.
Okay, here's the thing. If you didn't know your Greek history, I don't think anybody would have realized it was a Viking ship.
Well, here's your problem. I do know my Greek history, and they fucked it up.
And maybe because it was a usable ship, though.
I already did research. They were usable Greek period correct ships that were in the area he was filming. This could have been done. I'm also assuming the same teacher that gave him a low score on his paper in high school was probably Greek of origin, hence all the extra hate.
With no,
but it's like you want to talk about? Let's talk about the costuming and how terrible that was.
Oh no, I love the skull, the spine look on the back of what's his face.
That's, why don't you pull up that bookmark? Can we see what that actor looks like?
That's not fair. Why don't you pull it up? It's part of your argument. Why don't you fucking pull it up?
I have to find it.
I'm looking for it right now because I'm a good wife, and I'll do what I'm told. But I'll also tell you to fuck yourself.
You guys all heard it. You heard it here first. I've never get her to say that out loud.
You know what? No, I don't want to share this. This is not going to be fun for my argument.
You go ahead. No. You share this. Yes.
I have a question before I share this. What the fuck is aura farming? What is this? What is this Gen Z slang? Why is everybody saying he's aura farming? Aura
farming is just standing there and being cool because you can stand there and be cool for the sake of standing there and being cool. It's like anime characters aura farm a lot when they just stand there and talk to each other and be like, "I'm a badass because this is this." That's aura farming. I mean, that's a very simplified version of aura farming, and I'm sure there's going to be plenty of people who have issues with my interpretation, but this is what I can give you on a
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I mean, like, Gojo is the king of aura farming, and you love Gojo.
I'm more of a Toji girl, but yeah.
Yeah, that's why the helmet never came off.
It did come off. We just shot it from behind.
Yeah, there's a reason it was shot from behind.
This is not how this dude looks right now.
The mighty Agamemnon.
Hold on. I'm going to find...
No, that is an accurate photo of that individual.
That is not an accurate photo. It is
an accurate photo.
Because you showed me another photo of him, and I was like...
the exact same person.
Nope. I asked
yes, it was.
If
this is
Greek,
just without
and you're like,
AI touch-up. This is just without AI touch-up, and he's doing
for
whatever
AI
that pose is.
Here we go.
And outside of just being also not period accurate, I will say, yeah, that's helping.
I guess he was in some... Okay, maybe this is not helping.
You are... yeah, let's keep going. No, go on. Let's keep him going. Like, I'll give you this. Outside of everything, inaccuracies and all, Agamemnon's armor looked awesome. Outside of that, everybody else's armor looked like it was made by a cosplayer with a budget and a rattle can, and that's slightly insulting to cosplayers. So I'll also add with high time constraints.
There you go. Not edited.
Terrible. Yeah. Yep, you're right. You're totally right, and that's not me. That's not the same person I shared at all.
It is the same person, but I think this is not a justifiable photo. Like, this is like pick the fattest photo of me and throw it around. That's
not a fat photo of him. That's just a really.
Why is his
Really,
arms up?
It's just a
What is he
feminine.
doing?
It's a very feminine photo of him.
Was Ajax? I think the
Ajax
armor
ass
looks
was in
cool,
this.
but I guess weird to me with the miniseries. They're wearing these like flimsy
They're wearing the
things.
proper hoplite armor. Yes, I agree.
Like everybody looks like they are. I don't know how to say this.
They look like they're from ancient Greece. I don't get it. How do they ever do that?
No, in the miniseries they look like ancient Greece, but in Nolan's they look like Batman. I guess is the right word. Like
He looks like Batman. The rest of them, they just gave him like the was it like the Spartan helmets?
hold on,
Everybody
let
gets a
me
Spartan
find
helmet.
the Spartan helmets.
Or is that Trojan helmet?
Are you talking about the white ones?
I'm talking about the ones that like Matt Damon wore.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about like the ones that almost look like they're out of Rings of Power.
But it's like the army of Troy with their white foam armor and whatever the hell those helmets were. I mean, it was literally just very, how do I put this? Let me try it this way. It was purposely done because they didn't trust people could to figure out who were the good guys and who were the bad guys. So we're gonna put the bad guys in black and we're gonna put the good guys in white.
Oh. But wait. Troy was in white. Wouldn't it mean
But
because
remember,
at the end they
because
become bad
they
guys
were the sea people the whole time.
dun dun dun.
Ba-ba-bam. Yeah, no, it was because it was all woe is me. We shouldn't have done this. War is bad. I committed war, so therefore I am bad.
Is that your explanation of it?
I mean, that's Nolan's explanation of it.
War is bad, thus I am bad.
Yeah.
The end. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hold on. I'm gonna pull up some. Here we go.
I think best supporting actor though should go to Matt Damon's Arms, which did all of the heavy lifting for his character. No puns intended.
Why? Because of the
Well, I love he got
the-
jacked so he could shoot this super difficult to shoot bow that he then proceeds to fire like it's a Nerf bow.
Oh, where's your little thing? Bing.
Poink, poink. I don't think I actually
Poink,
sent you the one. I don't think I sent you the one that had the sound effects on it.
Poink. Poink.
But yeah, I mean, a lot of people were like, "Oh, the end fight is so epic." The end fight of Nolan's Odyssey was such ass. It was. I don't even know where to start. Maybe the fact that 1,000, like, how many suitors are there? They totally could have jumped him. The whole like spinning the tied together axes around, like, oh no, I'm gonna get hit with the blunt end of an axe that's made of wood. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that it's gonna feel good, but I'm saying when you have 15 guys who are trying to fight him, like that's really not gonna do much of anything. And then you get to see his archery play, and Matt Damon has played archers in other movies where he played that he's in that Asian film where he had on like
The Wall?
Yes. And I'm like,
I've never seen it, but yet I was able
you know
to
what I'm
call
talking
it.
about. Like, he knows, like, he's been in a movie where he's had to fire a bow before. Watching him fire a bow was the most phoned in, can we fucking be done with this scene please thing I've ever seen. It was terrible.
I like the synopsis of the Odyssey. Jason Bourne has been lost at sea for years.
Yeah.
His wife Catwoman is desolate, and is being I have no idea how to say this word.
Oh
C-O-B.
man, hold on. Guys, we have to translate some Nadia news. You're gonna have to give me a break here. From Nadia's mic, Jason Bourne has been lost at sea for years. His wife Catwoman is desolate and is being coveted by Batman.
Coveted by Batman.
Bourne's son Spider-Man went to look for his father with the help of the Punisher.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for speaking Nadia news for me.
I got you.
Also, need an extended cut of the Odyssey where more weapons keep dropping from the ceiling for Pattinson to point out to the other suitors. The nunchucks! The Glocks!
The Glocks!
Get the Glocks!
Oh yeah, that was a good
I
one.
thought this
Get
was
the
one of the
Glocks.
most disappointing scenes too. I really wanted to see some really cool monster. Instead, we got like something that's out of a Chinese wet market, like I said, that's just like tentacles. No like
Yeah.
detail to it. I think the miniseries actually did it better. With like the weird fangs and yeah. And then
Now-
it's weird. Go ahead.
No, please, you go ahead.
I
was
don't
gonna change.
remember what I was gonna say. I was gonna move on.
Oh well, I was going to move on as well. And I was going to say, even things like the Hades, when he went to Hades in Nolan's, was like it was nifty looking. That was I'll give him that. That was kind of cool looking, but it's really hard to stand up against the '97 miniseries when you have Christopher Lee playing the blind guy Tiresias.
I don't know. I think I like Nolan's interpretation of Hades more so than the miniseries, even Christopher Lee aside.
How dare you? Christopher Lee's ghost is going to gank you in the middle of the night.
I guess. But I liked the idea of them coming up through the ground and then having to drink the blood to speak. I thought that was pretty cool. I will say one of the disappointments for that, I feel like I enjoyed this movie because there are certain scenes I really enjoyed, but they still were very lackluster to me. Like even with that scene in the trailer initially, you see Odysseus saying, "Run!" I thought we were going to get some kind of rah moment. They were going up against something. No, turns out spoilers. It's them running away from all the dead in Hades. So I wanted more of it. In a sense, more Hades, more of these like mythical spots in the story. But I feel like because Nolan tried to ground it so much without gods involved, it was just like stripping away from those iconic scenes. And we'll get to the biggest one here shortly. Here's your boat. What did you think of the Trojan scene where they're all in the Trojan horse that has no wheels?
It was it was so inconsequential. I didn't care. The only thing I really remember about that scene, other than it would definitely break if they tried to transport it that way, was that you got the scene once the horse gets inside the walls and they're like stabbing through the horse. And it's like you see the blade come down twice, and it was like, stand taller, guys. Like they all, like, obviously they're throwing swords down. Like, yeah, do it. Just stand there and get stabbed to death. That was a super smart move.
Okay. Fair.
I thought they were
All
professional soldiers.
Yeah, but they're look at these beautiful
I would
Greek
tell
ships.
Maximus Decimus Meridius that I was not entertained.
Look at these beautiful Greek ships. I feel like there has been some things said about AJ's literacy that may need to be retracted after that quote read. English not my first language. Okay. English not first language. There you go. Not Achilles. Totally Achilles.
Just the run. Yeah, it was for being a man, that was quite the effeminate run.
I'm trying to find the Cyclops, because that's what I really want to talk about.
You mean with the one with the vagina?
I think it's
Oh, look, the
in
dog
here.
doesn't match. Cocker
somewhere in
spaniel
here.
that
You can
Matthew
kind of
Prince
see him
do
come
as a
in.
breed.
So I learned that the Cyclops was actually a puppet they utilized, which I thought was pretty cool. A like full-grown puppet that they created to utilize it. So just to give some background on it, again, haven't read the Odyssey in a long time, since high school or junior high. I thought it was interesting that in the musical, that I listened to, called Epic, which is really great. Like, if you're a big musical person, you like the Odyssey, highly recommend this musical. Like, truthfully, it's really, really good. With that being said, one of the creepiest songs is the Cyclops going and saying to his brothers, saying, who his brothers going like, who stabbed you in the eye, pretty much, and his brothers, you hear him go, nobody, and it's like a dark bass to it, and it's like one of the most creepy songs. It's one of the most repeated songs that I listen to from there, and I was just like, why isn't this Cyclops talking? Why isn't there an exchange of the nobody thing?
Nobody is literally one of the best parts of the Odyssey.
So then
And
why
perfectly shows off exactly the character that Odysseus is supposed to embody. One that is so clever to get out of any situation humanly possible, human being the operative word here, while leaving himself just enough rope to be hung by the gods. Like, it's... Yeah. I guess in Nolan's version, from the translation they used, they just couldn't have him look clever.
I guess not.
Hell, yes, Zax. I'm not even kidding.
You need a
Yes,
Muppets
absolutely.
Odyssey flick.
But only if we bring back both Tim Curry and Michael Caine to do it.
I thought this was great. I actually really like the Cyclops design to it. I know you don't like its little gussy eye, but I like it. I like it, and it was set up, and I was like, "This is gonna be awesome." They're gonna, the only time it talks is it calls out to Poseidon, and that's the only way they relate that Poseidon. This is Poseidon's son. That's the only relation to it. There's no cry out to its brothers, but Vagina. There's no cry to its brothers. There's nothing. I thought the look of it looked great. I thought it was like, and to me, the Odyssey has really like very horrific points in the story. Like, these gods are no joke. And I don't know. Again, I liked this scene, but I wanted more, especially from my experience with it.
They neutered they neutered all of the monsters. Anything to do with the gods. They're like, well, this is a fictional tale, but we're going to tell it in a more realistic way. Except they still include things like giants, and then just choose to just shortchange everything else.
I also didn't like the fact that Calypso she's just a human woman. She's not a goddess.
I think one of the most important things to take from that is just that Charlize Theron is looking fine as hell. What?
I think she's 60.
Well, she's killing it. Whatever
Plastic
virgin
surgery,
baby blood she's bathing in is doing wonders for her.
Yeah, but why she's supposed to be? There's supposed to be like a promise of immortality in this. He's supposed to. There's supposed to be like, I promise you immortality, and he's like, nah, fuck it, I want to go home to my wife. Like, I love my wife that much that I would give up immortality for it, for the home I built. What? I mean, to be frank, I wouldn't blame you with Charlize Theron as Calypso. So like, that's totally, I get it. I totally get it. But I'm just, again, deconstructing this into making it grounded just didn't make sense.
There's a lot of this movie that just doesn't make sense, and it's just, again, it's because, like I said earlier, I think Nolan has reached a point where his vision exceeds his range. I think, I can see beautiful art, but I cannot draw it. He has probably a great idea in his mind, but I think his ability to pull it all together was crap. He talked about cutting a bunch of things out, like he couldn't have just, done this as like a two-parter. Dune was done in 3 movies. It's almost like they could have done, a 2-part Odyssey or something, and actually just had to be less ass. Yes. Nolan's Odysseus has PTSD from sacking Troy. Nolan's Oppenheimer has PTSD from making the bomb. Nolan's Batman has PTSD from bats. Has anyone checked on Nolan? Is he okay? I think not.
Well, one of the other scenes I really enjoyed in the movie was turning the men into pigs. The witch scene.
You know what? I'll give you that. That was that was pretty well done.
That's practical effects too. When she's stretching them out and stuff, that's 100% practical effects. But I will bring up this from our
Uh-oh.
dear friend Copa. Let me pull this up.
Copacabana, the hottest spot north of Havana. Yeah, you're well welcome to
'cause-
that.
We'll start with this one. Not Copa is great. He has a great channel as well. Not sure why Christopher Nolan doesn't think nobody pun doesn't translate to modern dialogue. Which, yes, okay. Before we continue on that, we both agree. I feel like we were both taught the Odyssey very young in school, and I brought that up to you. I'm like, do people still even teach it? Like, is it part of a curriculum now? And you're like, you don't even think teachers understand it nowadays.
No, I think most people are just too, like, I don't even mean this insultingly. I think just too baseline illiterate to understand these things.
The Odyssey nobody pun might be nearly 3,000 years old, yet remains one of the most famous literary tricks in human history. It holds up today because it is help me out here, bro.
No, I want to see you figure out this one.
Simultaneously a
Nailed
simple joke.
Linguistic genius and as to Odysseus' hubris.
Yeah, so like, why remove it? And I know Nolan said he tried to make it work. There's like a 4-hour cut of this movie.
Well, man, I don't know if more time is going to fix this movie, but it might.
I love his little Greek dance.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Armand DeSanti killing it. And I don't just mean the Cyclops.
Yeah,
Well,
I will
technically
say
he's
him
killing,
coming
but-
at the end with the suitors was way better than Nolan's. Nolan's was definitely more bloodier, but like
It was also more retardier.
miniseries made more sense of the amount of people versus him. And like it didn't make sense to not let his son in on the action. I was
Right?
like, why aren't you letting this kid go for it? Where in the
1997
miniseries, he's just like,
Yeah, when his son does the double spear and sticks the one dude to the wall, that was awesome. That was so good. But
I think I'm winning this debate.
yeah, so it really because it sounds like you're coming over to my side from my angle.
I'm not coming over to your side. I can understand the
You've
criticism
always been there.
from your side. I just can't. I still enjoyed going to see this. I would still like to see it again.
Okay, but I can understand that, but you agree that you don't really remember it that well. And I think, yeah, perfect. I'm glad you brought this up. I think that this is everyone defending the Odyssey as a good movie. No, I'm just gonna say it just has no understanding of the Odyssey. They've either never read it, they've never seen any of the miniseries or other takes on it, like "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?" Like, I think this is the perfect Odyssey movie for people who don't know anything about the Odyssey, because it's like, ooh, big flashy, ooh, so pretty, and that's all you can really say.
But even the more I learn about the Odyssey, the more it doesn't take away my enjoyment of seeing this movie. It just makes me feel like there's something lacking. There's something missing to it.
Oh, it's lacking, all right. And
But I
then
will
you get-
say, compare it to the Lord of the Rings. I'm not that dumb. Like, get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here.
yeah, that's exactly how astroturfed this is.
Like, give no whatever. Rotten Tomatoes is crooked. It's an awful. Like, go over to Criticalist. That's where I review my stuff. Go to Criticalist. Shout out to Criticalist. But to compare it to like saying, well, look how good it did. It did better than the Lord of the Rings. Get the fuck out of here. The Lord of the Rings is so beloved that when it comes back to theaters, ever so often, it sells out. Like, get the fuck out of here.
And let's be honest, a big part of why, it's not even, and the Odyssey monetarily is not actually even doing that well, no matter how much they're trying to say it is. You also have to bear in mind how many of these tickets were sold before anybody even saw anything. They put these tickets, what was it, like a year in advance?
Yes, when it was first announced.
Yeah, so it's like, I think they know they're playing little oopsie poopsie fucky wucky games here.
Yeah, because I think it was reported globally it hit 256 million, but 260 something million. But on a budget of 256 million, that does not include usually the marketing behind the movie.
And this had a tremendous amount of marketing behind it.
So let's make it an even number. Let's say budget wise, movie wise, 300 million, okay? With marketing. That's a low number, okay? I'm only including 50 million on top of that.
Sure.
So for a movie to be successful, it has to triple earn its back. It cannot double earn its back. It's not considered financially successful. It has to triple. So it needs to make 800 to 900 million dollars to, in a sense, break even or make any money on this movie. And I think Box Office reported it, and let me look at it right now. Global box office, The Odyssey. Right now, it is opening weekend with 264.1 million, with it being 124.5 million from domestic open market.
Right, and when you adjust for inflation, Dark Knight Rises did 363 million, and Dark Knight did 308 million. And I'm reading one saying, IMAX tickets are 40% more than regular tickets, so there are way less people going to see the Odyssey than even his last two Batman movies.
Well, a lot of that they're comparing it to is the IMAX pre-sale tickets for it, because IMAX tickets are 40% more than regular ticket costs.
Yeah,
I mean, look
I get
at
that.
70 millimeter out here in Vegas was almost, it was like $51 a person for us to go each see it. That, which is crazy to me, but I can understand it. It's only one theater that can play it, right? Fine, charge whatever the fuck you want for the type of ticket, but like we can go see a movie we could go see two movies together with the price tag of one trip to an IMAX 70 millimeter ticket.
I just want to go back to Texas. We're seeing a movie cost me, both of us seeing a movie and getting drinks and popcorn cost less than one of us seeing a movie in Las Vegas.
Oh, this is a good point that you brought up.
Which one? I bring up a lot of good points.
Athena was a goddess of warfare. To have the very goddess that sent Odysseus to conquer Troy's skull and judge him for doing that, it's not just bad writing, it's malice.
Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. The whole thing is just like the modernization of it is just a very feminist lefty modernization, taking lots of liberties that just were not even remotely written into it, and like that's just a huge part of it.
Okay, maybe I'm slowly coming over to your side.
Nadia will tell you that I was like, in a way I have never actually been before. I'm not just saying this for internet points. I was legitimately angry leaving the theater because this is such a misunderstanding. Yeah, it was such a misunderstanding of the source material.
Yeah, I want to go back and read the source material, especially after watching the miniseries. And even though I know in the miniseries they've missed a couple things, like they missed the mutiny and stuff, and I get it for at the time and the budget that was allowed. The musical, I think, does a really great job of the story, but I would really like to read the story again to see. But at the same time, I can kind of take myself out of the whole Odyssey and just enjoy the filmmaking aspect of it.
But it's the Odyssey. How do you take yourself out of the Odyssey to see the
Odyssey?
Know. See, now, but here's my problem. You're doing the thing that I have a problem with a lot of people doing, which is going like, well, okay, the story wasn't great, but like it looked good and I like the actors. Again, if you can't handle the baseline of actually making it good, that's a problem. Like people have been eating shit-shaped burgers for so long that they're finally getting real beef burgers and they think it's steak. This is a mid-ass movie and it deserves to be treated as such.
Do you think the Minions would have done it better?
I actually legitimately think the Minions would have done it better. And Zach said he wasn't kidding. I don't know if he's still here, but he was talking about making the Muppets into an Odyssey film. Do a Muppets Odyssey, or we need to get I can see Gonzo in the armor. It's hysterical. Or we need a Minions version. And I think it would do infinitely better. And even with all the obvious jokes and tropes that they would take advantage of, would still be closer to the source material than this dog water that Nolan has offered us.
So you also sent over this. Christopher Nolan says the Odyssey is ultimately the idea of society can only function through respect for strangers. He believes that despite 3,000 years passing since Homer, that fundamental truth about human nature hasn't changed. About the epic ends with Odysseus killing the strangers invading his home. Yeah, the Zeus Law thing. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go over to. You know what? That's how we
watch it
invade
just
Canada.
to play a drinking game of like every time they say Zeus's Law, you have to take a drink.
Well, I say that's how we invade Canada. We just go over there. Be like, Zeus's Law, man.
We don't need to invade Canada. They're practically our territory anyways.
That's true, especially over their fire.
And I'm very sorry,
there.
Zax. I would only ever take you guys as a territory and not a state because territories don't get to vote.
Oh, this is what we were talking about. Okay, hold on. Let me pull this up. Is this
Right?
movie about open borders?
Listen, I'm so glad you said it because I didn't want to be the one to say it.
Bad. Now looking up close at it.
What is the top comment?
I guess we could get better than a lot of people say.
Am I seeing? Yeah, but it was literally they make the armors black and white because they have to be like Odysseus was the bad guy for doing war in Troy. He is but didn't they
steal
the PTSD.
what's his face's woman? So they were going in there to get her.
They didn't even. No, please. Let's. You want to pretend like they even handled that inside the story?
I'm pouring more of my Diet Coke.
Yeah, you would need to. I would need that break to come up with a suitable answer as well.
There's something in my can.
I wouldn't drink it then.
Like, you hear that? There's actually something moving in the can.
I wouldn't drink that.
I'm not. I stopped, but I drank most of it. What's in it?
Well, if Nadia, you're just gonna get grossed out finding out whatever it is, and it's gonna be like a piece of somebody's fingertip.
Oh no, it's my thing. I put my lime. Oh, I forgot.
Well, have you all heard the phrase hocus pocus? Because Nadia is Horcus Dorcas.
Don't give them more than they need.
Horcus Dorcas.
Yeah, these costumes are pretty bad now that I look up close at it.
That's what I'm
saying. I think I was
saying.
drunk or something. What's going on here?
Legitimately, I said they look like they were made.
Even Eric
by a
Baines
cosplayer.
in Troy, where he
Yes.
takes off the helmet and it flexes. You can obviously see it. It's like a silicone or something helmet. It's not like a hard helmet. Yeah, even that looks better than this.
Well, and it's like I said online that this looks like somebody made it. It was like a cosplayer with a budget and a rattle can, and somebody corrected me like that's an affront to cosplayers. They can make awesome things with a budget and rattle can. And I said fair. I'm like, this is a budget, a rattle can, and very high tight time constraints. It is Greek epic, more like Greek tragedy. It is awful looking. But don't worry, how much money again did they spend to make this movie look like dog shit?
$254 million.
So you agree they use this money to make the movie look like dog shit? I appreciate that.
I did not say that.
You all heard her. She tacitly agreed with me.
I'm not saying I liked the other costumes, even though they're more Viking appropriate than.
Man, you're just.
My favorite review of the ones that I'm just going through the bookmarks you had.
Yeah, go for it.
My favorite reviews are the
ones
ones that go something like this. Yes, the modern dictation in American accents falls flat. Yes, the sound mixing and score are jarring. Yes, the pacing's both boring and rushed. Anyway, perfect film. 10 out of 10.
Snailed it.
It is. It's a perfect film. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, you're just saying that to rile me up, and the internet's done enough of that at this point. I'm immune.
I like going to the movies.
You can like going to the movies. I like seeing good movies. That's the difference.
I like seeing good movies too.
The
I
Plowman
think this
looks
is not
good,
a horrible
whatever it's
movie.
called.
What?
The new Andrew Garfield movie looks awesome.
The Uprising?
Yeah, there you go.
That looks like something you roll out in history class when you don't want to teach your kids for like a day.
Really? You're going to say that while we're talking about Nolan's Odyssey?
I think...
I also love how they say they're going on an Odyssey, and they talk about, this is the end of the Bronze Age. Like, get the fuck out of Dodge.
Can you hear that?
No, I didn't hear anything yet. Oh, is this? Oh, you're playing the... Yeah. I can hear it. Yeah.
Okay.
Favorite one. Yeah, it's It's a shot in the dark. That's right.
How's it a shot in the dark? Mermaids. Mermaids. It's the easiest fucking one.
I don't know why that's the easy one for you, but I appreciate that you're at least able to come up with an answer that she couldn't even. I thought she was a professional
Werewolves.
actor. She couldn't even fake it for 13
Vampires.
seconds.
What else? Centaurs.
Minotaurs.
Minotaurs. What's the one that walks
Satyrs.
on two legs?
Satyrs.
Satyrs.
Those are those ones with the goat bottoms.
Yeah.
Person or what?
Or creature. You can choose.
Yo, man, I'm jet lagged. I don't think I can figure that out.
You have a beautiful outfit on.
Jet lagged means full of shit. Like, didn't she go to school for this stuff? Like, shouldn't she at least be able to, like, just...
Well, I mean...
Just say, you were in the fucking movie. Say anything that was in the movie. Like, that's literally the baseline answer you could have given.
Cyclops.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? You know what should have been her favorite mythological character? Black Helen of Troy.
We're back, folks. We're back inside all day. Tune in every Monday, 4 p.m. Pacific. Tune in. Hopefully next week we get our internet fucking straightened out so you can actually see our beautiful faces next week.
Oh, is that the line? I took it too
What?
far.
No,
What?
I don't think you took it too far. Believe me, I've seen a lot worse being talked about.
I
This
don't.
movie.
I mean, it is. I mean, it sounds like a racist insult, but it's really not. It is a completely fictional casting for what we all know she would have looked like. If people want to perceive that as racism, then that is racism on their end.
The DE cast hires released of
Yeah,
the film's
that
issues.
is exactly what I said to my one friend who was defending this. He thought I was going to go in on Lupita Nyong'o and Elliot Page, and it really is the least of the issues. But here we are.
Well, Chris, on
Well,
that note,
Nadia.
what is your overall rating of the Odyssey?
I give Armando Santi a 9 out of 10. Was that not the question? Oh, Nolan's Odyssey. I give Nolan's Odyssey. Am I allowed to reduce the points for wasting my time? Because it's probably
Yeah,
like a 4.
I did that with Wolfman.
Perfect. It's like a 4 when you take in the time waste into consideration. This movie's like a 3.
I think I'd give it a 6, 5 or 6. I still
Mhm.
enjoyed it. I would like to see it again, but you said I can't spend more money
Even
on
if
this
you gave
movie.
it a 6, that's a D. That's barely a passing score. In some places, it's not
It's-
even a passing score.
It's not my favorite Nolan movie. I'm not a big Nolan bro. You know how there's like Snyder bros, but then there's Nolan bros. There's Tarantino bros. Are there Nadia bros?
Those are just foot bros.
Not enough feet in this movie. Kato would be very upset.
Quentin Tarantino said 0 out of 10. Not enough feet.
I don't know, maybe a 5 more so. I don't think it's a bad movie. I think it's a bad adaptation.
Oh, it's a terrible adaptation. But if you're adapting something and you can't hit the mark, then in my personal opinion, that makes it a bad movie.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't really have anything to justify this movie, but I thought I was going to have it. And the more I thought about it over the weekend, especially since we saw both the miniseries, which highly recommend the 1997 miniseries. It's cheesy, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot more gorier than I thought it would be, especially for a TV series in
And
the 90s.
Scylla was awesome when Scylla's just snapping people in half.
Yeah, and I mean, we get sexy women. I mean, he's dicking his way down to get home, which I'm like, as Penelope, I would be like, hey, what's going on? Now, the first one is justifiable. I understand. Your point of view is like, he had to dick her down. Otherwise, his men would die. Okay,
Exactly.
fair enough. But the second one,
He's
Calypso?
shipwrecked on an island alone where he thinks he can't escape. At that point, if he thinks he's never going to get back, I understand it to some degree.
I'm surprised there's not a lot of little, like, you know, little guys walking
Ow.
around. It's a 5 or 6. If you consider all the poisonous cultural
subversion.
subversion, much less being accurate adaptation, it's a 2.
Yeah, my biggest.
I don't know. I
problem
feel
is
like I've
how
seen
inaccurate
worse.
of an adaptation it was.
I've had worse experience in the theater, such as Wuthering Heights. That was a horrible adaptation of that
She
book.
made me go see that too, and you know
And
what?
you
She
made me
wanted to
stay.
leave partway through, and I said, "You stay for your shame. We're gonna
You
finish
stay
this
for
now."
your punishment.
Yeah, I can find you anywhere.
What an awful fucking movie.
Bonus points to anybody in the comments who knows what that line means.
Follow you anywhere. I can find you anywhere.
Find you anywhere.
And then,
Oh man. You know what though? Before we kick out, we did.
no, I want to
talk
do something before we kick out.
Oh,
Hold
good.
on.
I thought you were getting ready to kick out. I wanted to ask you. We've talked about Nolan's Odyssey. We've mentioned the '97 miniseries a lot. You notoriously do not like George Clooney. How did you like Oh Brother Where Art Thou?
First of all, okay, let me get into why I don't like George Clooney really
Hit me.
quickly. He gives me the ick. Just
With
like
the facts,
Nathan,
not physically like you constantly do. She's abusive.
Nathan Fillion level ick for me. I don't know why. I just don't like George Clooney.
You leave,
He gives me
you leave
the
Captain
ick.
Mal alone.
I feel like he was probably on that island. No jokes. Kind of jokes. Sorry, YouTube. But yeah, truthfully, I believe George Clooney was on the island.
Jokes enough to not get me into any kind of legal consideration.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if the list was finally released and you're like, George Clooney. I'm like, yep. Wouldn't be surprised if Nathan Fillion was on there either. But, here we are.
I mean, he's Canadian. What do you expect?
Yeah. So I've never seen much of George Clooney except for Batman and Robin, which is my favorite George Clooney movie because it's really honestly the only George Clooney movie
She
I've
just
seen.
likes the bat nipples and the bat card.
I had a huge thing for Chris O'Donnell. Like huge as a kid. So was an Attack of Killer Tomatoes.
I forgot about that.
I don't think I've ever seen the Attack of Killer Tomatoes.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
But I've never seen Ocean's 11. I think I've seen Ocean's 8.
We're getting. Sorry, I got it.
Is that the woman's one? Yeah, right.
Yes.
With Sandra Bullock
Is
in
that-
it? Yeah.
Yes. I'm gonna make you
So-
watch the entire Oceans, the real, well, the more modern ones with George Clooney.
We still got to finish 007.
It's true. That is true.
So,
But oh,
that being
brother, where art
said-
thou? Hit me.
okay, so
Give me the deets.
I like the Coen brothers. I actually really like the Coen brothers. I don't know why I didn't watch this. Probably mostly because it's George Clooney. So we watched it yesterday, my first time, and I get it. It's a loose adaptation of the Odyssey, or it's like loosely based off the Odyssey. Like there are moments I'm like, oh, I get it. Those are the sirens. John Goodman plays the Cyclops, kind of deal. It's a journey of a man trying to get home to his family. You know, the flooding, Poseidon.
Well, and he's a clever, arrogant manipulator of men who disowns God.
Yep. Very full of vanity because of his hair, the nod to his hair thing. Which is interesting because I just saw Fargo also for the first time, and I really like the Heist Nation should have because of women banging all of the cards. Mission accomplished.
I like the mission accomplished.
Which I liked Fargo a lot too. Anyway, back to Where Brother Where Art Thou. I liked it. It's not my favorite Coen brothers though.
That's fine, but I think it's a good movie, and I think if you want to talk, talk
It's
about a real modern adaptation of the Odyssey, not we're gonna have Ben Affleck playing Ben Affleck, or sorry, not Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. They're interchangeable to me, and Tom Holland playing Tom Holland and Zendaya doing Blue Steel. I think I'd rather watch Oh Brother Where Art Thou 1,000 times over.
It's definitely a good movie. I had fun watching it. I loved us pointing out all of the this is a nod to this. This is a nod to this. But I don't think it's my favorite, and maybe it's because George Clooney just gives me the fucking ick, man. Just gives me the ick.
Doesn't that make him a perfect Ulysses Everett for you then?
Yeah, I guess so.
Just the perfect amount of too slick
Big Lebowski is probably my favorite Coen Brothers. That's probably one of my favorite.
Yeah, I mean, The Big Lebowski is epic for a reason.
I feel like it's a generic answer, right? Most people are like, The Big Lebowski kind of deal.
Yeah,
I
but
do
it's
like
a generic
Raising
answer for a
Arizona
reason.
too.
I've never seen Raising Arizona.
I liked it. But yeah, Brother Where Art Thou, it's not bad. I would recommend it. It's a fun movie. It's definitely a Conan. I can see it's a Conan Brother movie.
It understands pacing better than Nolan's Odyssey. The pacing was terrible in the movie. The first hour and a half was just like run, next thing. Second half
Island
was
to
like,
island, island to
Ithaca.
island. All right,
Sorry.
I won't. You're
dragged
good.
us back.
You're good. All right. So, the Odyssey. Who won? Me or you? Definitely me. Let's see.
Obviously,
Let's see what
me.
the
You agreed with
chat
me by the
said.
end.
I didn't agree. I said I still scored it higher and still enjoyed it more
Give
so
us
than you.
the money, Lebowski.
Team Chris, 62%.
Cool marmot, man.
62% by 38%. Nadia. Fuck you guys.
That rug tied the room together.
Yes. SpongeBob did a better adaptation of
The
Big Lebowski.
Simpsons did a
the
better
Odyssey.
adaptation of the Odyssey.
Wishbone.
Wishbone,
that recently.
yes, I saw that too. I remember that. I remember watching that when I was a kid. Wishbone. Well, that was, back when we expected children to be able to read.
All right, Chris.
You laugh, but I didn't hear you call me wrong.
I want to play a little game before we say good day for today or good night.
I say good day.
We've got August, September, October, November, and December big blockbuster films coming out. Okay.
Sure.
I don't need a 3-hour explanation of why you're not going to see it or if you're going to see it. And you could say abstain if you haven't seen the trailer. But in a sense, this is going to be like a smash or pass round.
This is okay. Go for it.
All right.
Do it to it.
We're going to start with August. The Dog Stars.
No.
It's smash or pass. It's not no.
That's I believe no means pass. I think that.
Do you know what that is? The new Jacob
Yes.
Elordi.
Yes,
Okay.
I don't care for Jacob Elordi.
Jeez. All right. Mutiny, an action thriller starring Jason Statham.
I mean, I would probably see it on streaming, so smash-ish.
Paw Patrol, the Dino movie.
Yeah, that's gonna be a pass, or they're gonna think I'm a, PDF file.
Insidious, Out of the Further.
I'm a sucker
The
for
last
Insidious.
chapter,
I'll go see
Insidious
that.
Horror franchise.
I will see that.
Ah!
I don't know why. I am a sucker for them. I can't
We'll
explain
watch
it. They're not even all
Evil
good,
Dead
but I'm still
Bird,
gonna go
but
see
we'll
it.
watch fucking Insidious movies with me. All right.
Mhm.
That's a big block off for the Ice Cream Man. I assume you're not going to watch because I'll probably go see that. Spider-Man, we already have tickets for. So
I say you didn't ask me if I want to see Spider-Man.
we already have
You know
tickets
that,
for it.
but our audience doesn't know that I want to
We're
see
going to
Spider-Man.
actually talk about it when we see it. So it'll
I
be
was
an
actually-
episode
you know
of our
what?
live stream.
I'm gonna give a little teaser then. I was actually shocked. I'll use a little bit of modern Marvel terminology. I got the Peter tingles watching the trailer. Kind of made me feel like watching, getting excited for the older, better Marvel films. So I have probably higher than I should expectations for this movie. But I think Sony can't make a Marvel movie. I don't think Marvel can make a Marvel movie anymore. But somehow I think when they're forced to cooperate with each other, they're gonna put out something that's gonna be at least passable.
Andrew Garfield was the better Spider-Man. So
Yes, I've been saying this for years. There's nothing wrong with Tobey Maguire or Tom Holland, but I really like Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. I thought it was
should have
a good
finished
time.
his run.
I really wish they would give him an animated. Even if they did like an animation, would be fire.
Yeah.
I would
A little
take
short.
a full, I would take a full like 3D animated Into the Spider-Verse style movie of just Andrew Garfield Spider-Man and be 100% a-okay with that.
I will say I'm very excited for Spider-Man in the way that we used to get excited about MCU movies where we would before assigned seating where we would go hours beforehand and stand in line to see these movies.
Mhm.
I have I'm excited to see Spider-Man. I'm excited to see The Punisher. I have not watched the Disney series because frankly, after Hawkeye, I was out with how they depicted Kingpin. I was just like, yep, no, I'm good. I love Hell's Kitchen. I like that area of Marvel, Daredevil and all that. And then making my boy do the walk of shame in She-Hulk.
She-Hulk.
I'm out. So I haven't watched any of the Marvel's Disney Plus series.
Anything? Yeah.
But I really I'm hoping this Spider-Man makes me feel like the Spider-Man animation.
When they say brand new day, I really hope they mean it.
Was Netflix Daredevil season 3 the last great superhero series movie? I liked WandaVision leading up to the ending. The ending was lackluster, but you know what I loved the most about WandaVision? It brought the internet together. It brought everybody together. We were so divided at that time, and we're still divided, but it brought the internet together with all these theories that never fucking out, nothing came from them, but it brought everybody to fucking together, which was great. All right, let's get into September. How to Rob a Bank.
Boy, that looks really bad, and yet something about it makes me want to see it.
Okay.
So, smash-ish.
I think this is we got nothing going on that weekend.
Yeah. Go on a $5 Tuesday, as it were.
Clayface.
Boy, could I not give two shits.
I'm gonna go see it. I'm
sure we'll go see it, but I have little to no faith in it.
We didn't see Supergirl. I think the last thing we saw was Superman in theaters.
No.
I do not care about the DCU or TCU or James Gunn. I think James Gunn was the wrong person to hire. He is fulfilling your prophecy, Chris, of destroying both.
I was really hoping you would mention that. I've been saying this
both the DC and the MCU. He's destroying both.
I have said that James Gunn is the one who will bring balance to the Force, in that he needed Marvel to rein in his tendencies, and then going over to DC and leaving that, Marvel needed his creativity, and that kind of screwed them over. And now he went to DC, where he has absolutely no one reining him in, and I think he's driving that into the ground as well. So I think he's bringing balance to the Force by destroying everything. So well done, Mr. Gunn, staying true to your name.
I know nothing of the Clayface character either.
I have the where is it? It's right around here somewhere. We should bust it open. I have the Blu-ray collector's edition of Batman the Animated Series, and if you want to learn about Clayface, there's a great episode in there for that. I have my hands on it. Oh, it's a little dusty. I literally never even opened it.
But I will go see it because it's Mike Flanagan.
Oh yeah, you are a sucker for Flanagan.
I will, even though I'll forgive him for Life of Chuck.
I wouldn't.
All right.
He just. Hold on. Where's my pow? Yeah.
Oh yeah, with the little Funko Pops.
Yeah, literally never opened.
Okay, let's break it open.
I'd be game. So yeah.
All right, moving on.
Moving on down.
Coming out on 9/11.
Uh-oh.
Practical Magic 2.
Wow. That's a toughie, but I think I have to say pass.
All right.
2 tragedies, 1 day.
I probably will go see it with my group of girlfriends because they're all big Practical Magic nerds. The first one's okay. I just think
a bunch of witches.
Overblown by it. The Resident Evil reboot.
Oh, that's definitely going to be a pass.
What? You don't want to go see Zach Kreger's new movie?
No, because you mean his not Resident Evil movie? He was awesome on Whitest Kids You Know, and he was a great comedy writer for that. But man, when his friend died, that absolutely wrecked him and ruined him, and I can appreciate that. But what he's been making since, I think almost everything he makes is dog shit.
You haven't even seen Barbarian, so you have no room to talk.
I've seen parts of Barbarian when you were watching it, and you told me that you said if I didn't like that, I wasn't gonna like something else. Or you said because I didn't like, was it Weapons? You're like, oh, you're not gonna like Barbarian. Weapons, literally one of the worst movies ever made.
Even worse than Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey?
At least they pretended they knew what The Odyssey was about. When you talk about Weapons, they had the whole internet going, well, I think it meant this, and I think it meant that. and the movie was so poorly done that Zach Krieger himself had come out and be like, "Oh no, the point of the movie was alcohol. Was it alcoholism? Was that his answer?
Yeah,
I can't even remember."
that's
And
what
I'm like,
his friend
you
died
had
of.
Yeah, you're making this movie that everybody's talking about, but everybody's getting it wrong what it's about. If people can't understand your movie, then you have failed at that movie.
I think it was a good movie, guys. I liked it.
I know you did.
I had a good
I
time.
know
It
you
was
did.
fun. It's fun going back and seeing all the little witch like remarks now after getting the twist of it. But yes, I liked it. So, all right, moving on. October, we have. I'm going to say this correctly.
No, you're not.
Digger.
I really like Tom Cruise, but am I the only one who thinks Digger looks fucking stupid?
I think
this movie looks really dumb.
I think it's a satire on conspiracy theories.
That's fine. It's gonna be a bad satire on conspiracy theories.
I
Pass.
prefer Zach Krieger as Abraham Lincoln in The Whitest Kids You Know.
Hell yes. I like him better as the associate trying to get time off from his deceased friend who's under sniper fire from the company across the street. You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Or even better. And now you talk about saying things. You wanted to say, be very specific about how you said Digger. If anybody's seen the clip about the Grapist is the best Whitest Kids You Know skit ever. That is so funny.
All right. We're moving into I think we just saw the trailer before the Odyssey, the other mommy.
It looks like it could be a good time. I'm an easy pass on most horror things.
It's
but
Blumhouse. I don't know if I'm gonna go check it out. I'm gonna wait to kind of get word of mouth.
That's a stream it. I'm gonna avoid your smasher pass and just say it's a stream it.
November, there's only The Cat in the Hat and Fokker in Law.
I'm gonna go ahead and pass.
Say you're gonna pass
probably
on those.
both of those.
All right, December is the big one. So we've got Werewolf.
But Werewolf. Werewolf is gonna be dog shit. Continue.
Werewolf's gonna be fantastic.
It's not.
Robert Eggers. Yes, it is.
No, Robert Eggers is dog shit. This is gonna be dog shit presented as high
Aaron
art. And that's how
Taylor-
people are gonna defend it.
Nah, man, it's gonna be so.
They're
good.
coming out. Oh no, we're doing it in the original English. Like you're coming out and saying this early, so you can say that people just didn't understand it. I'm not falling
bro.
for it.
Nah, bro.
Nosferatu was dog crap.
Nosferatu was fantastic. What the fuck are you smoking?
Nosferatu is not fantastic. It's okay. We all get it. You're a cool theater kid.
I'm not a cool theater kid. It was a piece of art. It was a great movie.
It was a piece of fart.
You're a piece of fucking fart. Violent Night 2.
I think I struck a nerve there.
Yeah, you did. We're gonna have a whole episode just on Robert Eggers movies. I want to make you watch Northern.
I won't even be
watch
there.
The Witch.
It's okay, you can do it by yourself.
No. Actually, I think next week we should talk about My Hero Academia because I have some thoughts.
That's fine.
Violent Night 2.
Which one was Violent Night?
That's David Harbour's Santa.
Oh, the
They
first
made a
one was
sequel.
disappointing. I'm not surprised they made a sequel though, because they're just trying to milk David Harbour for whatever popularity he has left.
Dune 3.
That's a pass for me. That's a big pass for me on Beige 3.
I'm gonna go see it.
I know
Mostly
you
because I
are.
just want to see the conclusion to this whole thing.
Yeah, I'm okay.
And lastly, Avengers Doomsday.
Boy, I will probably see it. Definitely not on opening weekend though.
I did just call you a fart, bro.
I told you for us.
I did. I did.
Well, if you
I
heard what
did.
she did in my doorway right before the stream started.
Hey, that's between you and I, sir. You don't need to be telling my secrets, okay?
And you don't need to be crop dusting my studio setup.
I'm not crop dusting anything. Thank you. I'm a lady. We don't fart. All right.
That's right. Women don't fart. It just comes out as bad movie opinions.
What? Not bad movie opinions. Fitting with your avatar.
Taskmaster.
All right. We're back, guys. We're back. Thank you guys for tuning in today with us. We really appreciate it. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We promise we'll figure it out. We'll be on screen next time. Next week, anime, I think, right? Let's talk some anime. My Hero Academia. Let's talk about
When
a
is
little bit of
Spider-Man out? Isn't Spider-Man next week?
No, Spider-Man's the 31st.
Oh, is it the 31st? Okay.
Yeah, so it'll
My
be
bad.
anime next week and then Spider-Man following. We'll do a whole MCU. We'll watch Spider-Man. We'll
Maybe
do a whole
anime,
MCU
definitely
thing.
Spooder Dooter.
Spooder Dooter?
Yep.
What's a Spooder Dooter?
Spooder. Tom Holland is Spooder Dooter in.
Oh, right.
Spooder
Spooder
Dooter,
Dooter.
Brand New
Sorry.
Day. Boy.
Maybe there was something in my Diet Coke. All right.
Long stream.
Please do me a favor, everybody. Please hit that like button. Subscribe
Smash
to my
that
channel.
like button. Don't forget to subscribe.
Let us know in
Turn
the
on
comments below.
notifications.
What did you think of the Odyssey? Did you think Chris won this debate? Did I win this debate? I'm pretty sure I won this debate. And then give us some topics you want us to talk about. We're pretty open to this. This is gonna be a chill stream where you just hang out with Chris and I.
Ooh,
like
and should
an hour or
I?
two.
Most importantly, should I stream Pal World?
You should stream Pal World. I agree. You should.
Okay, well, that's one vote. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Other
All
than that, have a great one. Thanks for showing up.
Peace out, guys. Bye.